socialize, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, hard building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out, like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Keep up with your friends thing. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, gon' bust a rhyme. Throw one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like, dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Cardinals going up against the Saints. With that, let's get you out to the Bayou. We're standing by as our commentary team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Tight is Ringo. Tight is on Ringo. Tight is on Ringo. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Tyrann Mathieu has a cornerback's build with safety skills. The Honey Badger knows where the football is.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go, D. Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition, because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they're known as the no-fly zone.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. The first carry for the rookie Procise. Oh, the spin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator is relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
On first down, again, they go Procise. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
How about the defense not hanging their heads from the previous play where they were beat for a big run, came back on the very next down, and made a play defensively that was to their credit.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Floyd, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. We got 3. 3 down. Let's go. 1, 9.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
3 down. 3 down. Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 1, 9. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got Snead. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Kyle Brinza now on for the field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Brinza's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, but no problems converting there.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here we go! Red 38! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Red 38! Red 38!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go!
On first down, Prosise. And tough sledding. You'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come up in an offset eye. Now back to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio. Flex round.
A second down carry for Prosise. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. C.J. Prosise taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down and 4. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. White, 90.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And finding Cohen. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yep. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Hey. We got three. Three down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out now come the Cardinals. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back to throw now on first down. He'll dump it off to Prosise. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Complete. Richardson has it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The drive starts with C.J. Prosise. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. It's a pickup of 14 there, and that'll be good for an Arizona first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game, but one thing that has crept in there is spread. Things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Back to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They come out here in the eye. Now back to throw. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football.
Let's go!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their big tight end from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. Hey, look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers, but those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Caught right side at Snead. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Now a handoff here to his running back. Muscles him off. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain down to about the 33. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They come up in an offset eye. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go! Grand 38!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel, and I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right, to be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They start out with a run from Procise, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The fourth quarter here. They've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Come on, let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So completion on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd.
Here we go. Red 38.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Come on, let's go. Red 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Switch up. Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. They'll look to throw. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Flex round. Come on, let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And there they went crossing route against his own defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because You've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
We got three, fellas. Here we go. 1-9.
He'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Brenza's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here we go. 1-9. Black round.
He's back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Devin Smith that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here we go. 1-9.
Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? 2-point game. They have the football. Their defense was able to do their job. Now can the offense just hold on here, Charles?
And they'd better, because after the job the defense did to give them the ball back with this lead, it's time for them to seal the deal and allow them to go to the locker room with a victory.
They'll try to seal the deal. Here we go. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.